Yo, what's up, guys? I just wanted to speak about the Ethan Hasan leftovers episode about Israel Palestine. I thought it was pretty sad this episode because Ethan's really putting himself out there. He's trying. He has Israeli. Israel's like his second home. His wife's Israeli. He met her there. He's fully willing to admit it's like an occupation. Israelis are, you know, wrong. We need to change. And every time he's talking to Hasan, Hasan would just go into these like diatribes of talking points that he goes on his show. He's basically playing the best hits, not really ever empathizing with Ethan, never going along like, oh, you're right. I could see how Israelis would, do this because of this history. He's sitting there. He's like justifying. He's saying things like baby settlers could be considered soldiers, and yeah, it's pretty bizarre. He's just something like a narcissist. I don't know exactly what you call Hasan, but he basically knows like a few interesting tidbits about history, like takes other people don't have. Like he'll talk about some event and he'll have like some interesting perspective that maybe you'd only like know about if you'd watched rather than normal news. Maybe you watch like Democracy Now or read some like obscure book. And he has like a couple topics he can go into those on, and he seems to think he's like some sort of like genius or like every man fighting for the little man. And like I don't think he realizes like he doesn't work. Like he's not he has nothing in common with like the common man. He's like a narcissist who talks about how he thinks the world should be based on kind of an outdated philosophy, and people just give him money. And obviously not everyone can do that, but there's some luck, there's some talent. Like he's a talented guy, but I think he's a little deluded. um he can't even go into like how do you hire someone in socialism. He can't talk about like how do you hire a janitor. He says you have to like profit share, and you have to cut the entire profits of the business with this like contractor who maybe comes in like a couple hours a week. Like it doesn't make any sense, and it's something you do under capitalism anyway. Like I don't understand. If that's the system you want, like go for it. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot to say. Like me right now, I don't have a lot to say because I don't make these videos often or ever. Um, but he will speak very confidently while he does it, and people have decided like already he's right. Like no one's checking what he's saying, and he just goes on and on and on. And so yeah, he's fucking annoying. Ethan Ethan's like a pretty dumb guy. Like he barely understands a lot of issues, and like somehow talking to Hassan, he's winning like a lot of these kind of little mini debates. They're not like formal debates, but they just get in arguments, and like Ethan's winning. I think that should probably show like how poorly thought out like Hassan's whole philosophy is, where he can't even talk about like employment properly. And then Israel, like Palestinians, they can't help but kill Israelis. Like they don't have a choice. Like what else would happen in this situation? But then Israel, for some reason, does have a choice. Like Palestinians, this is all a natural, uh, secondary effect of colonization and being walled in. But Israelis going through the Holocaust and being attacked by all their neighbors, people wanting to wipe them out, somehow nothing they do is a reaction to that. It's all like choices they make from like it's almost like he doesn't think like Arab people are like sentient and they're just like pushed along by like their circumstances, but for some reason Israelis, can make a choice about anything and they can like define their own destiny and make all their neighbors like them. And yeah, I just think it's a little bit of a double standard. And yeah, you know what he's like if you've watched him.